Good morning, everybody. This is Angela. I'm sorry I'm not showing you my face this morning. I'm working with a new setup, and I went and got a new light to make this a little easier this morning. But I'm going to get my glasses out of the way. I'm going to need those in a minute. So today I'm going to show you how to make this snowflake card. It's a slimline. Oh, my camera may be a little bit too close because you can't see the whole thing. It's a slimline card. It's a long one, and it does fit in some business size envelopes. And right now I know Office Depot has some that actually have snowflakes that coordinate with this, same colors and everything. So, but you can just use a regular white envelope or make your own. So, sorry, again, I'm working with a new setup. I'm gonna get used to this. We'll get it all set. And I'm still working on my cluttered counter here because I have not been able to clean up. So let's show you, I'm going to show you from the beginning to end on how to make this card. It is using the Snowflake Wishes bundle. Now, I absolutely love this. You get all these snowflakes. They are not true to size on this because you've got some really big ones and you've got some little small ones, okay? And it also uses the So Many Snowflakes dies. Now, when I first got this and opened this up, I thought, oh, that's all one die, but it's actually two. This makes great little tags, a cutout, which is what I'm going to use it for. These are two separate dies. All right, and then that's not all. More snowflakes. This is a fabulous, fabulous bundle. Okay, it's still available. Again, Snowflake Wishes and the bundle. Don't ask me the bundle number or the price. I'm going to be using Balmy Blue cardstock, Whisper White, a couple sheets of that, and then this fabulous, also fabulous, and I have to go look at the Snowflake Splendor designer paper. And you can see this is well loved. I have used a lot of this. We actually made this card at the Smoky Mountain Rubber Stamp and Scrapbook Show back in October. This was from the Make and Take night. And y'all have to forgive me, I'm just using what's here. I did not set out everything clean. But, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to take, let me get my trimmer here. I told you I was showing it from the top, front, beginning to the end. So, hopefully you can see this. Excuse me. I'm going to have to get some coffee in just a second. But 8.5 by 11 cardstock base is your base. And your base size is 9.25 by 8. So to make, I cut this down to 8. I don't know, I don't know if you can see the measurements. Yes, I think you can. Start by cutting it at 8. That little 1/2-inch piece, and then I'm going to cut this. Oh, I did that wrong. No, I didn't. Okay, 9.25. So put this at 9.25, and you have a nice little piece you can use later. So then I'm going to score this. Let me get my cutting blade so I don't reach for it at 4. Okay, I'm going to put this at 4. And use the scoring. Okay, so that gives us our card base. And then, of course, we'll unfold that in just a moment. The next piece is a piece of designer paper. I'm not going to cut off of that. I'm just going to grab, this is actually a kit I already had pre-cut. And it measures, let me tell you really quick, 3 by 5. And you can use almost it's the hard part's deciding which side to use, and also which, you can get lots and lots from that pack. The next piece is your Balmy Blue. Your Balmy Blue is going to be slightly less than your card base. So your card base, when folded, is going to be 4 by 9.25. So you're going to make this 3. And I think I did, let me just see what I did. It's been a while and I don't have the measurements in front of me. I did 3 3/4. I made it nice and even. Yep, 3 3/4 by 9, I'm sure. Yes, 3 3/4 by 9. So let's do our 3 3/4. This card is actually part of the Snowflake Wishes class that I offered. And the tutorial is available. It's past the deadline to sign up for the class, but you can still buy the tutorial. You get this card plus 12 others, because there's this one actually included a bonus. Instructions tutorial to make 13 cards total. This one and 12 others. Okay, 3 3/4 by 9 for your balmy blue layer. Get my hair out of the way. I'm shedding. And then the next one is, and I'm just going to measure this really quick. Yeah, 3 5/8 by 8 7/8. Because you want just a little bit. So we're going to take 3 5/8, so we know 3 1/2, this is an 1/8 past. By 8 7/8. Okay. All right. So then what I did was run this through the my big drawer, no, bin, that's what I'm calling mine, bin, my embossing folder, my new die cutting machine. It's a mouthful to call it the die cutting and emboss machine. Some people are calling it the boss. I'm going to call mine bin. Well, what did I just do with those dies? Oh, there they are. So what I did was run this through this die, and I came out with this result, okay? So, all right, let me get this out of the way, and all these pieces. Now to assemble, the other thing you're going to do is, I have a kit here already prepped. Get all my little pieces out of the way. Is you're going to die cut some snowflakes. All right, so here's our card base. Let me get my little pieces out of the way here. You get your base. You've got your balmy blue. You've got your designer paper. You're going to have your whisper white that you ran through the die cutting machine. And then you're going to cut some snowflakes. Again, using these dies, and this is from the balmy blue glimmer paper. So you get a beautiful snowflake there, and this one, and as you can see, it did not poke out all the little holes for me. I thought I had some scissors here, but I'll use the big ones and just, poke them out. Not a big deal. Okay. All right, so you got 2 glimmer snowflakes. You're going to take some balmy blue, and you'll have pieces after you do all your die cutting, and cut out a blue snowflake and a little white one. Oh, look. Oh, there he is. I thought I had lost a little piece off of it. Okay. Also used on this are the blue adhesive-backed gems, and I used just different sizes. They have a light blue and a dark blue. It doesn't matter. And then some of the Snowflake Splendor organza ribbon. This is very stiff, so that actually I think it makes it sometimes easier to make a bow. So let's just go ahead and tie our bow. Oops, you can't see. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's tie our bow. No, bow maker. And I've got to remember how much tail I want. That's how much tail I want left on it. And see, then once you just pull it to be the size. Just keep tugging and pulling. Okay, then because it's stiff, you can fluff it out a little bit. Okay, so there's our bow ready. I'm gonna set this to the side. And so you've got all your pieces die cut already. So now it's just a matter of assembling. Let me get all these little pieces out of the way. and get this out of the way. Oh, also we need to stamp, don't we? But let's assemble really quick first. My pieces. So there you can see. So you're going to adhere the Balmy Blue. I have perfected the Stampin' Seal for those who've caught my earlier classes and videos. It works! I think it's just a matter of getting used to it. Oops, there we go. All right. That would adhere here. You're going to decide which side you want to use of the designer paper. I think I like this side today, so I'm going to go with that. And the designer paper does not adhere to the die cut piece. It adheres to the Balmy Blue piece. And you just kind of eyeball center it. Sorry guys, I am not sick. I just got a little dry throat. I'm not used to talking this much this early. Ah, coffee. Okay, so again, all three pieces here are adhered together. Before I put this piece on, which is our next step, see little pieces not poked out there. I want to make sure I get all the little pieces out of my snowflakes. One. But I'm going to do the stamping. So we're using the Balmy Blue ink, since that's what we're using. And it's really not much stamping to this at all. I hope you guys are seeing this. So I'm using the sentiment Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. And that's just going to go down here at the bottom. See, how cute is that? And then I'm using this little cluster of snowflakes. It's in the stamp set. And just randomly stamp and stamp again. And I'm going to repeat that up here at the top. That's it. And of course, stamp a sentiment to the inside. I haven't decided what I want to put on the inside of this, so I'm not going to stamp my inside today. Golly. If I don't put this away now. Okay, here is the key, another key tip. Well, I had dimensionals over here. They're buried, I'm sure. I'll just get out of the pack. You don't need a ton of dimensionals on this. It is going to stay popped up. Eight. Oh, I know you guys are just cringing. I'll go 10. It is a big card. Okay, this is the main part I want popped up. The edges, okay. So here, again, is our base. Everything is glued together. Get all these backings off. And this just, you center, you're going to want a little bit of the Balmy Blue edge hanging out and lined up. Lightly press. Quick, easy finish up. I use our mini glue dots to add our die cut snowflakes. You can put them wherever you want. Hold on. There we are. And then the adhesive back. I do not have my pickup tool. If I do over here. Oh, there it is. That makes it so much easier. Grab these off of that little sheet. Usually. Today we're just going to do this. Tool makes it easier to center. And then this little guy. And that, my friends, is the card. See how easy it is. And again, it's a slimline. You can easily make the same card, similar card, in a regular card size. Oh, I totally forgot. The bow. Where's the bow? Oh, I needed to trim the ends. There's the scissors. It's just a wee bit. This will go on again with a glue dot. And there. Now we have the finished card. Okay, again, as I was saying, you can easily make this into a regular A4 size card. 8.5 by 5.5 card base, scored at 4 1/4. Okay. Piece of balmy blue, that is 5 1/4 by 4. Same size designer paper. Just put it on there in the middle. You're going to trim this down. I think it is 3 3/4 by 5. You would pop that, add a snowflake and a snowflake, and your sentiment would be on the inside. Now, isn't that just adorable? So you can have a slimline card, or you can have a regular size card. I also own this added one I did, if you'll notice. Gosh, I hope you guys can see that. I'm so not used to this. Anyway, I did run it through the Snowflake's embossing folder. I can't remember the name of it, but that added a little bit extra texture to that. Okay, and that's it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, I have a 13 card tutorial. It includes this card as well. Not this one, but 12 other ones. Available for $15. Again, it's too late to sign up for the class. I have to set deadlines and I have to keep to them because of the time it takes to prep for a class. And so, anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day, guys. Bye.